Good morning, everyone. In this session, let's discuss about data structures. What is a data structure? This is a very basic question that may be asked when we are talking about data structures. So a data structure is a particular way of organizing data in a computer so that it can be used effectively. Differentiate between linear data structures and non-linear data structures. So in linear data structures, the elements are organized sequentially or in a linear fashion. Examples of linear data structures are arrays, linked list, tags, and queues. Whereas in non-linear data structures, elements are organized hierarchically. These are not linear. The elements won't be in linear fashion. Okay, examples of these data structures are graphs and trees. So we can also say that a data structure is classified as linear or non-linear data structure. So, and as I said that in linear data structures, the elements are organized in a linear fashion. Non-linear data structure, examples are graphs and trees. What are various operations that can be performed on a data structure? So whenever we think of a data structure, the operations that can be performed on data structure are insertion, that is adding a data item to the given collection of data items. Deletion, whenever you want to delete an existing data item from the given collection of data items, then that is deletion. Traversal, accessing each data item exactly once so that it can be processed and some operation can be applied on that. That is called traversal. Searching, finding out the location of the given data item. If it exists and if does not exist, we should be able to identify that the element does not exist. Okay. Sorting, arranging the data items in some order, in the ascending or in descending order in case of numerical data, and in dictionary order in case of alphanumeric data. So these are the basic operations that we can perform on any data structure. Let's look at the operations once again. Insertion, deletion, traversal, searching, and sorting. Insertion means adding an element to the given data structure. Deletion is adding an element from the given data structure, deleting an element from the given data structure. Traversal means visiting every element at least once, okay, such that some operation can be applied on that or that element can be updated. Searching, to find out if a particular element exists or not. Sorting, arranging the elements in some order. These are the operations that can be performed on any data structure. What are the data structures primarily used? So data structures are primarily used for primary user in almost all the fields wherever there is data. Okay, we can think of some examples like operating system design, compiler design, artificial intelligence, database handling, okay, graphical processing. In every place data structures are being used. What are arrays? Just now we said that data structures are classified as non-linear and linear data structures. In linear data structures we have arrays, linked list, stacks, and queues. Okay, let's start discussing about arrays. An array is a data structure used to store homogeneous elements at contiguous locations. So whenever an array is declared, it requires contiguous memory locations to store the elements. Okay, so for that reason we need to specify the size of the array beforehand. Before storing the data, we should tell the size of the array, and this data structure is used to store the elements of same data type generally, and they are stored in the contiguous locations. And when it comes to the accessing time of an element in an array, big O of 1, search time is big O of n, insertion time big O of n, and deletion time big O of n. How are individual elements accessed in an array? To access any element in an array, we use index. So each of the values in an array is given an index position starting from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the size or length of the array. Individual elements can be accessed using the index element. What are multi-dimensional arrays? So a multi-dimensional array is an array of arrays, and they will have more than one index variable for every point of storage. You can see an example that in the array 5 of 3, it is a two-dimensional array. There are two index variables telling the size of the array there. What is a linked list? A linked list is a linear data structure where each element is a separate object. So in this, what happens is that we have number of nodes, and every node have two parts in it. One is data, and the second one is what we say, that pointer pointing to the next element. Okay. So at the last element doesn't have this pointer. That pointer will be pointing to the null. In the last element, the pointer will be pointing to the null. This kind of linked list is called single linked list. So a linked list is a linear data structure. So many times the question will be asked, what is a linked list? Is it a linear data structure or a non-linear data structure? We're telling that linked list is a linear data structure where each element is a separate object. Each element is also known as node. Each element of a list comprises of two items, the data and reference to the next node. So types of linked list, we got three types of linked list. One is singly linked list. We can see the example there. Assume that one is the data in the first element and an arrow pointing to the second element, that is the reference to the next element. Okay, like that we got one, then two is the data and arrow pointing to three, that is the reference. Three is the data, pointing arrow pointing to four is the reference. Four is the data. Because four is the last node, it is the reference is pointing to null. Doubly linked list. In doubly linked list, what happens is that when we think about any node will have one data item and two references. One is pointing to the next element and one is pointing to the previous element. Okay. In the beginning and at the end, there is a pointer pointing to null. You can see the example there. Null, one is pointing to null, and whereas one is pointing to 2 also, and 2 is pointing to 1 and 3. Okay, that is doubly linked list. And we got circular linked list. In circular linked list, what happens is that the last element, you can see that in singly linked list, the last element will be pointing to null, whereas in circular linked list, the last element points to the first element of the linked list. That is called circular linked list. These are different types of linked lists. Any question may be asked about the types of linked lists. So when it comes to the linked list, to access an element in a linked list, the time required is big of n. Such time is big of n, but insertion and deletion is very quick. It happens very easily. Big of 1 is the insertion and deletion time, provided that we are at the location where we need to insert the element. What are the primary advantages of a linked list? So linked list is a dynamic data structure. One of the basic advantage of the linked list is it is a dynamic data structure. We need not know the number of elements that we are going to store in the linked list beforehand, as we do in arrays. In arrays, we have to clearly tell how many elements we are going to store or the size of the array. We need to know beforehand. Okay. So a linked list is a dynamic data structure, so it can grow and shrink at runtime by allocating and deallocating memory. So we can grow the linked list or shrink the linked list. And another advantage with the linked list is insertion deletion of nodes is quite easy. It is big of one time. Okay, and there won't be any memory wastage. That was the advantages of linked list. What are the parts of a linked list? Whenever we think of a linked list has a number of nodes. And when we think of a singly linked list, every linked list has two parts. One is the data section, especially we're talking about node. Every node in a linked list has two parts. One is the data section, and the second one is the address section that holds the address of the next element in the list. What are doubly linked list? We have already seen the example that in doubly linked list, I said that a doubly linked list is a linked data structure that consists of set of sequential linked records called nodes. Each node contains three fields, two link fields, references to the previous and the next node in the sequence of nodes, and one data field. That is about doubly linked list. And the beginning and ending nodes will be pointing to the null. We said that. Okay. The previous and next links respectively point to some kind of terminator. Typically, the sentinel node are null. What is LIFO? So when I say LIFO, last in, first out. Okay. So we will see this happens in a data structure called stack. Let us look at the next question. What data structures are applied when dealing with recursive functions? So recursive functions make use of stack. That is a LIFO kind of abstract data structure should be used. A stack or LIFO is an abstract data type that serves as a collection of elements with two principal operations. There are mainly two operations. One is push and the second one is pop. Okay, there are two principal operations in stack or LIFO kind of data type. One is push and the second one is pop. Push means adding an element to the collection. Okay, and pop means removing an element from the collection. Generally, the last element that was added will be removed. Last in, first out. So in stack, both operations of push and pop take place at the same time, at the same end, that is at the top of the stack. So always the adding and deletion happens at the same end. In stack, both the operations of push and pop takes place at the same end. Okay, that is at the top of the stack. It can be implemented by using both array and linked list. So when it comes to the stack, accessing time is big O of n, insertion time big O of 1, and deletion time big O of 1. What is the difference between push and pop? Just now I said that push means the push operation denotes that users are adding data into the structure, and pop operation denotes that the data is being pulled or removed from the structure. Usually the topmost element is considered when performing push and pop operations. What are the operations that can be performed on stacks? The operations that can be performed on stack are: one is push, inserting an element in the stack; pop, removing an element from the stack; peek, to access the top element without modifying the stack; and is empty, to check if the stack is empty or not. What are the applications of stack? So stack, which is very simple data structure, has got lot of applications. One is when we think about primary memory management model for whenever a program is run in the system. Okay, how is the memory managed? We generally say that the variable is stored in the stack or something else is being stored in the stack. So stack is used heavily when it comes to the memory management, especially primary memory management. And second one, expression evaluation and syntax parsing. So to check the parentheses, how many parentheses were there whenever there is an expression, the evaluation is done, or syntax parsing, that is done using the stack. So DFS, depth first search, and BFS, breadth first search traversals are done using the stack. All the recursive functions make use of stack. There are many other applications where stack is being used. What is a queue? So just now we have discussed about stack, which is a LIFO, last in, first out. Now the next type of data structure which we are going to discuss is a first in, first out. What is FIFO? First in, first out. It is like a queue. In first in, first out, queue data structure is a FIFO, FIFO. Elements will be inserted at one end and elements will be removed from another end. Whereas in stack, the insertion and deletion happens at the same end. A queue or FIFO, first in, first out, is an abstract data type that serves as a collection of elements with two principal operations. One is enqueue. The process of adding an element to the collection is known as enqueue. The elements are added from the rear side. Dequeue, the process of removing the first element that was added. The element is removed from the front side. It can be implemented using both arrays and linked lists. With queue, the accessing time is big O of n, insertion time big O of 1, and deletion time is also big O of 1. What is a priority queue? So in priority queue, every element is associated with a priority. So every element with high priority is dequeued before an element with a low priority. That is what we mean by priority queue. If elements have the same priority, then they will be processed in the order in which they appeared. What is the difference between file structure and data structure? So data structures can be present in both RAM and disk, where files are by necessity on the disk. We see that whenever we have to access the data very frequently, we want that to be present in the main memory. And data structures were lightweight, whereas files are heavyweight, we can say. Thank you. So wish you all the best.